Alrighty, here's our assignment for the week. Am I Machiavellian? So we're going to need to figure out who Machiavelli is, and then we're going to have to figure out what he was like, okay? And so this part right here, the reading, is going to tell you who he was. It's going to start leading you into what he was known for, what he was like, what he believed. Those are kind of all one thing, what he was like, what he believed in, etc. These are certainly the main questions that he's known for, that structure his beliefs, because one thing that's important to remember is this guy's a thinker. Okay, he's a thinker. His beliefs influence the present day. They influence philosophers. They influence politicians. Everybody reads this guy's book. Okay, so that's why we're studying him, is because he is a very important theorist coming out of this time period. Okay, so like I said, this will introduce you to who the guy was, his basic beliefs, and you will take notes on that information right here. This video and this video will go even more into depth about this guy's beliefs, this guy's philosophy, and your note-taking format for all of that information is going to be in this big old chunk right here, okay? So we've got our focus questions, okay? That's what you're trying to answer. What you're trying to answer in the individual sections. Obviously, this area right here is meant to answer this focus question, etc. But as we can tell, we've got some columns going on here. The very first one is main ideas, keep it short and sweet. So if we're talking about the question of who was Niccolo Machiavelli, I would have, maybe 2 or 3 main ideas about that, okay? So I'm going to put in here my first one. Niccolo Machiavelli was a political thinker from the Renaissance. Okay, and I would come in and I would say, for supporting details, I would say he became this, ... and then I'd explain, how he did that. His central belief was, and I'd come down here. I've got, actually I'm going to put in a couple more lines here just to demonstrate. Blah, blah. I would make sure that my next main idea comes down below that, see? So I'm going to put in here next main idea. And I'm going to make sure that these line up with that. Supporting details for next main idea. Boom. Then we've got our response. How do I relate to this? What is my opinion? Do you agree? Do you disagree? So my response for that is I completely agree with Machiavelli because successful leaders need to do what? should rephrase that. Should do what needs to be done. Okay, then I'd come down here and same thing. Boom. What's my opinion about that? So that is how you do the 3-column notes. And then once you're done with the 3-column notes, you're going to come down here. Ooh, what time is it? This has probably gone on over 5 minutes. Oh, we're right at 4. So you're going to come down here for Machiavelli personality quiz. You are going to rate the degree to which you agree with these statements based on the scale up above. So 1 is I strongly disagree, all the way up to 5 being I strongly agree. Do your thing here. Then come over here, group A. So we've got question number 1. We'll say I put a 4, so I'll put a 4 there. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. After you have filled that out all the way down each side, then you're going to do this formula. You're going to subtract the total for A and the total for B to get your total right there, and you will put your formula next to the arrow. And then that will translate to this right here. So whatever points you have, you can translate that into something in this box right here. Then right here, after you figured out, okay, based on this personality quiz, it says I am very Machiavellian. I'm somewhat Machiavellian. I'm not Machiavellian at all. Okay, those are 3 different levels. You'll say, based on what I know about Machiavelli, after taking this quiz, I feel that this information is accurate because, right? There you go. Yeah, that's it. So let me know if you have any questions, yada, yada, whole spiel. Never know how to end these videos. Thanks for watching it.